I decided we can do the community college basically now. There's a bunch of other stuff we could try and do, but we can do it once I've triggered a whole bunch of this, because I think everyone's supposed to gather anyway. So we're going to use some cigarettes and just let time pass. I did not know this is how time would pass. It's now free. Well, that worked successfully. Let's go in here then. Talk to the townsfolk, just be like, yo, what up? Give them all the Francis York Morgan greeting.
Greenvale Community Center. Now that's an impressive building. Clock tower is impressive too.
I like how the start time was like, you had a 2-hour gap. Which obviously is fine for game terms, but imagine being a person going, it could start at 3 or 5. Are you just gonna wait around for stuff to happen? But life is beautiful, so that's okay.
Zach, I haven't been on stage like this since elementary school. I'm not some
That's a
tree in
long
the
time
wind
ago.
this time either. And that was a tough role. I was a piece of scenery. Bright red tree.
Thank you all for coming today. Getting right down to business.
I'm pretty sure
Agent Morgan
he'd be able to
from the Federal
shout a
Bureau
lot
of
louder.
Investigations wishes to speak with you.
What up, Tri-State? Yes, give them all the Francis York Morgan greeting.
Francis York Morgan. Some of you are already aware by now of the tragic murder of Anna Graham. Truly a heinous, terrible
She died.
crime.
She's dead. No
I've come to
longer of this
town to
mortal
solve the
coil.
murder of this young, beautiful girl. And to bring the
That
one
I've only seen
responsible
dead
to
with a
justice.
giant hole in their chest. George just hates us.
Unfortunately, incidents like these have a tendency to happen again. I asked to have you gathered here so I can share some advice in order to minimize the risk of further fatal incidents.
Start murdering people.
Firstly,
Good.
please stay away from any dark, dangerous, isolated places. Those of you with children, especially of Anna's age, please guide your children away from such places at all costs.
Don't go outside.
Secondly,
Never go outside.
avoid going out when it is raining. Now, I've heard the folklore story of the Raincoat Killer. There is a chance that the murderer is mimicking the story.
See,
Women
everyone
should
looked
also
at him
be
like he was
especially
about to say
careful.
something stupid, but that's
I would
quite
hate to
good
see more
advice.
victims.
Sorry, I'm late. Look at this sassy lady. Boobs. Like, that's definitely the canon of Valley. Anyway.
Who's the fashionably late one?
That's Carol, Thomas's sister. She owns a bar.
Thomas's sister.
Well, I mean, Thomas is probably better than her.
Excuse me. So, as I have said,
She's also got
avoid
heels,
going
and we were looking for a
outside
woman in
when
heels.
it is raining. Young women should be especially careful. Report anything or anyone suspicious immediately. The murderer will be caught and brought to justice. You
Justice.
must all remain on guard until we do so. That's all I have to say. Thank you.
Hooray! We have talked to the people. Oh, look, it's Harry. There's some janky animation there. Did you wish to say something to us, Harry? Also, no one else is like actually getting in focus. You can see the farmer there, not in focus. Those two people, not in focus.
When paying for our sins, we must not frown. The loss of Anna was for that debt.
These are the words of Harry.
When purple fog covers our town, we'll all wander in hell, I fret. So says Mr. Stewart.
Yes, good. Now, let me leave. Why did he come up here and upstage
Sure knows how
me?
to steal thunder. Well then, Zach, let's ask some questions before all these guys leave.
Yay, we could do information gathering without me having to find everyone. You know who's the most suspicious? George.
Agent Morgan, here's your chance to get to know some of the townsfolk. Don't let it go to waste.
I already know some of them. Thomas!
Agent York, your words really made me think about Anna's death again. How could one do such a terrible
I
thing?
mean, she's been dead like 2 days. I'm pretty sure it should be on everyone's
I'm
mind.
still in shock.
Thomas, I forgot to ask. You don't have a tattoo on your back, do you?
Tattoo? I do, actually. But why?
Could you show it to me, please?
What? Now? Here?
Let me just harass
Yes,
everyone. it's
please.
fine.
This is vital for our investigation.
No, you could just explain there's an anti-peace sign on people's backs.
Okay. If it's gonna help you any.
I like it.
Well, I'm wondering who G is now, but aside from that, did it tell
Oh,
you
you
anything?
mean we don't get to see his back?
It told me that you didn't kill Anna.
Of course not. What are you saying?
Why was that private? Also, everyone else is.
You want to see that tattoo, Zach? A big heart with an arrow through it and Love G in the center. I don't know when he got that done, but we've all been through the 80s.
What is your obsession with the 80s and movies? What do
Quite a
you want?
performance. Mysterious and very poetic. But I don't think many of your audience appreciated it.
I didn't appreciate it. I was trying to steal the show.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, the purple fog appears with rain, soiling and ruining our town. The evil does not drain. Find out why
Okay,
the
why are
town
you a
soiled.
poet?
Remove
Why does
the
everything have
source
to
from
rhyme?
which it oiled. Then and only then your case is solved. But for this to happen, to solve the crime, the proper must do the proper at the proper time. It is not yet mine, that is, Mr. Stewart's time, not mine. But if you, Mr. York, find the right timing to chat with me, that is, with Mr. Stewart, may that be informative and fruitful, you will see. So says Mr. Stewart.
So, Harry, you know something. But there's some reason why
Why
you
does he
can't
talk
tell
in
me.
rhymes?
Is that what you're trying to
Have
say?
you hired a poet just to say things poetically behind you?
Cut the poetic
It's
rubbish,
weird.
Harry, and tell us what you know. We could force you to talk, you know.
Thank you, George! At least someone's on my side.
Mr. Francis York Morgan, pay close attention to
George
the
is just
sign.
like, oh, don't pay attention to me then! Fine, I'm leaving!
Small
Bye,
they may
George!
be, they still are fine.
You always were my
And
favourite.
helpful to your
Your
investigation.
delicious booty.
So
That
says
booty.
Mr. Stewart.
Thanks for the warning, Harry.
It's so good.
But don't worry. Me and Zach, we know what we're doing.
Does no one find the fact that I keep talking about Zach weird? So Quint's out there. What's this? Ooh, coffee. Don't care. Emily?
Agent York, are you finished asking questions yet? When you're done, let me know. We'll all get dinner.
Oh, sweet. I will. Can I... Are these just... No relation to the case, these people. No one counts. No one from these people counts. Suspects! I can learn to talk to everyone. I've talked to some people, but not everyone. Who is this mysterious stranger? Are you
So
the
you're
old
the
man?
FBI agent, are you?
The general who owns the scrapyard.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Always give him the badge.
I'm the
Never
general.
not give him the
I
badge.
fought for my country in the Vietnam War.
What's
A
your
real-life
actual
war
name?
hero. So why are you living here?
Soldier, this is my hometown. After a man
Not a
returns
soldier
from
and an
war,
FBI
there's
agent,
no
but
place
whatever.
to go other than his hometown. Your little speech, you mentioned the raincoat killer.
Was that a problem?
You imbecile. The raincoat killer's no myth, not mere folklore, not a fairy tale. It's based on actual events that happened in this town.
It is. I'm interested. Can you tell me more about this?
You kids today don't even know how to ask for something right.
Could you please tell me about it?
Soldier, if you want to hear more, you come to my office.
He literally exudes raw power, Zach. Despite the credibility issues, we should give him a visit. One thing, though. Calls himself a general, but isn't that a sergeant's uniform?
Also, he didn't tell us a name at all. Hey, Usher.
Agent York, you make any progress?
Yeah,
Of course.
Kinda?
Plenty. Tell me, Usher, when is Anna's funeral?
That's still undecided. Sally isn't
When,
really
she's
in
not
any
having a
condition
funeral.
to do it
We
right
we
now.
actually believe she's still
Mother?
alive.
I don't see her here.
We just think she's now in the tree,
Anna
so
was the sole
we're just
reason for
gonna
living after her
name the
husband
tree
was
Anna and
deceased.
just worship it. It's fine. Don't worry
She's
about
probably huddled up at home.
And I should probably take some time to pay her a visit.
Well, yes, you should. And I'd appreciate it if you could, too. But don't go too hard on her, okay?
it. I mean, she was out drinking the other day, wasn't she?
Are you getting closer to catching the murderer?
Hello again, Fiona. Good to see you.
That is
here.
not answering the question.
Well, Dr. Johnson told me to be here. He said it would be important.
Well, that was good advice. He may be young, but he seems like a wise man.
Oh, and he's a very hardworking person, too. Everyone thinks he's some kind of weirdo, but I don't think so at all.
Why would
People
they think he's a
don't understand
weirdo,
why
besides
he's in
the
the autopsy
weirdo
room
thing?
all day. But I do. He's doing research to
doing
make
his
the world
job.
a better place in the future. You know, he already made a fortune in LA with his career.
I
I like
did
how
not
he
know
can
that.
hear us, but he's just not saying anything or even interacting.
You didn't?
Also, I'm growing a
Oh,
beard.
The doctor
Yes.
is a very rich man. He has a
Captain Beardy
really
old
big
Morgan.
house over by the lake.
Amazing, Zach. He must be loaded. Rich and young. A perfect combination.
But you don't get that feeling from him at all, do you? He doesn't show it. That's one of the things I like best about him.
Well, I could have been fooled if it weren't for you. Thanks for the valuable information, Fiona.
Is he gonna actually join in the conversation? You were stood there the whole time. Apparently, no one hears us. Is everyone deaf in this town? Are we playing Mr. President? Mr. President, get down! Who's down here? Ooh. Hello. Those are some fancy pants.
I'm FBI Special Agent Francis York Morgan.
Everyone must see my badge.
Call me York.
Everyone.
Wesley, owner of the gun store called Panda Bear. People around here call me
Why'd you
the
call the gun
gunsmith.
store Panda Bear? Wesley.
Was there something you want to ask me?
How do you make a living running a gun store in a place like this? I'd be worried because there
Hunting?
can't be
Possibly.
that many customers.
Worry gives a small thing a big shadow. I do gunsmith work in my shop, too. If you got the skills, the customers find you. All you need is a network.
I hope so.
It's a toolbox. So here's what I've got. Whoa, 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 whoa. I don't want to buy a machine gun from you. Why do you sell lollipops? Why are lollipops so expensive? Guns are just tools for killing people. I don't like
You've
them
got
anymore
quite a
than you do.
selection here. No wonder people
So many
come from all
lollipops.
around.
Even today, a customer paid me to go to Seattle for some help. I just got back.
I see. Well, I'll be sure to visit your store sometime. I'd like for you to take a look at my gun.
Understood. Look forward to it. The shop will be open again tomorrow. It's usually open from 2000 to 0600. See you then.
Why is it open only at night? That's really weird. You're a weird person, dude. Hey, it's Kenneth and Lily.
Hey, Lily.
Hello.
Agent York, your speech frightens some of us a little. You should work on being more sensitive with words when talking to groups.
Really? I tried my best to be gentle. So,
I
have you noticed anything
really
strange
did,
or
but
out of place
also
recently?
it wasn't that aggressive, so I don't know what you're on about.
Just Becky, really. She works part-time at the store. She's been acting strange recently.
Strange. How?
I took the boys along to visit her house today. I was just worried, you know, because she hasn't come into work at all after that incident.
The
But she
incident
took in
which
the
is
boys and
someone's
told
been
me
murdered.
to wait outside. Something about a special secret between just the three of them. I just couldn't understand it.
No comment. Nope.
you,
Not
Lily.
saying anything about that.
Perhaps we should give Becky a visit tomorrow, Zach.
Nope, 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 nope. Kenneth.
Hey, York, you were rocking it large up there.
You
Was
know,
I?
he reminds me of Paul
I've been
from
on stage
Tekken.
like that since elementary school.
You made me think, man,
Is he
like,
Paul from
things
Tekken? You're,
can't
you're
go
now
on
Paul
like
from
this.
Tekken.
We
We're
need,
renaming
some
you. You're now
action or
Paul.
something. I was pretty psyched up, you know, before you got on stage. I was like, dude, a real psycho in town. Pretty sweet gig. But now, I mean, dude, that lunatic could be any one of us, man.
It was always
I don't wanna
gonna be
think of
any
that
one
whack
of you.
job coming
He
after
goes to
my
stay at the
family.
hotels, me.
Makes me shudder all over, man. It was way too heavy. You'll catch him, right, FBI?
Of course. But you need to be able to take care of those you love, too.
You're right, man. Right on the level. I
And
need
this
to do
is
what's
the
right
origin
for
story
my
of how
family,
Paul
man.
became
You let my
a
soul,
Tekken
man.
fighter.
Thanks, FBI.
What are you doing? Wait, Kenneth, you're weird. Okay, who else we got? Hey, Polly! How's it going? I haven't been back to the hotel in a while,
Mr.
but...
Morgan, you're quite an impressive public speaker.
Really?
Thank you,
Thank
Polly.
you, Polly.
You reminded me a little of a play I saw when I was younger.
What kind of play?
I like how we
I'm
have this
talking about
exact
back when
tone when we
this place
talk
was
to
still
Polly.
called the Mercury Theater. When I was young, I used to come here often with my husband. God rest his soul. We'd come on the weekend to see the latest play.
Bored,
He'd always
bored,
pretend to be
bored,
uninterested,
bored.
But I could tell he was excited inside.
That's really
He was
rude,
just one
York.
of those kind of
Really
guys,
rude.
really, thinking about it now.
Really, Polly? So what's your favorite play?
Oh,
It's Les
well,
Mis.
like
It's
so
always Les
many.
Mis.
There was one in particular, but I can't recall the name anymore. Oh, it was a very famous one, too.
Something by Shakespeare?
Oh,
Is it explained
No,
by like
nothing.
5 dots?
one more bell that doesn't ring anymore. I've always been forgetful about the plays we used to see anyway. Oh, and my husband would get angry at me for forgetting what we saw. He'd go on for hours retelling what the play was about. His eyes were so sparkling, like a happy young boy.
What is this like side
So,
plot? This
what's
game's
your
so
favorite?
strange. It's like there's a
I
murder
almost
case, but let me
forgot,
tell you
Mr.
about all this
Morgan.
random
We're
stuff.
going to have another guest soon.
Oh,
I have to
hooray!
get back and get things ready. Sorry for having to hurry away. I'll see you back at the hotel.
She's got some hustle.
Zach, I think she could embarrass the toughest of the FBI's interrogators. She successfully avoided answering my question, Zach. Amazing.
I mean, the questions we asked weren't that important, so it doesn't matter. Why do you have a hot pot? What is going on here? Here's my badge. I'm not speaking to you.
Oh my. My pot is getting cold.
Hey-oh.
Hey, mister. My pot is getting cold.
You are...
Alright.
Who?
What are you saying? I'm Sigourney. Sigourney.
Sigourney?
Sigourney.
What type of name is that?
Now, what is the matter?
Watch someone turn up and just be like,
No
my name's
time
Sigourney.
for chatting.
You mock
I
me.
need to
I've
hurry.
never heard that name
My
before.
pot is getting colder. Oh, you're useless.
What do you want me to do about your cold
Zach,
pot?
we've met all
I
sorts
can't
today,
breathe
but
fire.
Really, she takes the cake. Amazing.
Why did she bring a pot? Why is the pot for? Why is... Hot damn! Look at those daisy dukes. More importantly, that belt is impractical. That belt is touching your bare leg. Lady, that belt is facing into you. I'm still going to talk to you, though. Lady,
Hey,
your
good looking.
pants
Nice
are
speech.
open. I'm glad to know that York is looking at the exact same things I am. Gina the Rose, Yak's wife.
And you are?
Aren't you from Rumble Rose?
Oh, I'm Gina. I'm married to Jack. He runs the gas station. Call me the Rose.
You look pretty... revealing.
Wow. Way to say
This old
that.
thing. Oh, you should see some of my other clothes.
I can see why Jack married
Oh,
you.
now you are cool. That scar really is a turn on. You should come to my station. I'll give you a little extra service.
That would be great.
Hot
How
damn.
expensive gasoline is nowadays. Some extra service would be great. Now, about my current case. Do you have
I
any
could do with
information
some extra
on
service if you know what I mean.
some
Like going, no, say no more, say no more.
I don't
Keep
know.
the cowgirl hat on.
Talk to my hubby about the difficult
And the Daisy
stuff,
Dukes.
okay?
And that belt. If that
This is
belt's
getting
not there
snowy,
during the time, I'm just not going to want this service. There's no smoking in this corridor. Upset. Alright, Jack. I assume you're Jack. Hello. Here is my badge.
I ain't got nothing to tell the cops.
FBI aren't cops. Jack the Raging Bull. What a name.
What about the FBI?
Shut up.
At least give me your name.
You know he's mad because we were
Jack.
hitting on his
They call me
wife,
Raging
right?
Bull.
That's
Like-
a manly nickname.
If you want info,
She's
it'll
right
cost
next to
you.
us.
I only talk to Ben Franklin.
You know, first impressions are important. I can detain you for a few days, and maybe you'll become more fun to meet. Zach, this is a waste of time. Let's go.
Well, that certainly was something. Hey, Jim.
Jim, thanks for your help in the forest. How are Isaac and Isaiah?
They're fine.
They really don't
They
care.
really seem to love their grandpa.
Well, I guess they do, son. I want to keep them away from the filth of the material world as much as I can. Their
That's
mother
why I take them
agrees,
to the forest
which
all
is
the
why
time.
she lets me take care of them so often. And that's why I want you to solve this case quickly and go home.
Go home.
Those rumors
You are a
about
material
Scar
object and will
are
corrupt
more
my
damaging
grandchildren.
than
Go
good
away!
I guess I reek of the material world, don't I?
Yep. You change your
I
suit
have to
all the
in order
time.
to do my job.
And you're growing a beard.
But I understand what you
Ruffian.
mean.
Shave your face. You're a mess.
I'd think the same if I was born in a place like this, Zach.
Would you? It's weird. Anyway, so we've talked to everyone down here. I think. I don't see any more names. Hey, Wesley. Oh, I've not talked to either of you two. Hello? You seem to have some form of band, but that's not
I'm
a
U.S.
wedding ring,
Special
I
Agent
think.
Francis York Morgan. And you are?
Olivia, Nick's wife?
I haven't met Nick yet, so there's your answer.
Anna worked at your husband's diner, right? What kind of girl was she?
Well, she was a very hard worker. A nice girl.
Did
You're
you
just
ever
quite
see her
smart
acting
compared
strange?
to
Well, not
another
really.
person I have seen.
But there was one thing. Well, you see, the diner closes when it rains.
Everything
Many shops
closes
do
when it
that
rains.
around
This
here,
town's
as you might
weird.
have heard. Anyway, Anna always seemed unfocused the day after it rained. And came in late, too. It was almost as if she used up all her energy the day before. Come to think of it, that was really strange. Did that legendary monster really kill her?
It wasn't a monster. Just a criminal.
It was a man in a raincoat.
Criminal I'm going to catch and bring
with
to
an
justice.
axe. I went toe-to-toe with him at one point. I rolled past him and he shook his hand at me. It was a mighty fight. Looking at Nick's crotch for no reason at all.
I'm U.S. Special Agent Francis York Morgan. I presume you are the owner of the diner that Anna worked at?
That's right.
I assumed that I was supposed to have those conversations in the other direction, because clearly I've gone, I assume, and the other one I just knew.
Strange about her prior to the incident?
It would have made more sense for me to have the conversation with both of them at the same time.
No, nothing.
Instead of, one at a time.
You're sure?
It's pretty weird, especially the disjointed that she's there, just staring at my soul. Right, well that's you guys dealt with. I don't want to leave. That would be rude. Hey, there's Carol. I'll take these cigarettes while I'm here. You shouldn't smoke. It's bad for you. Hey, Carol. Are we gonna flirt with Carol now? Why? Why are we flirting with everyone we meet who's a female besides Nick's
Anna
wife?
was an airhead.
What do you mean? Are you saying she was killed because she was an airhead? Or are you saying that she was an airhead for being killed?
I'm sure she's still an airhead, even in heaven. She changed her hair every day.
What?
If she lost a pound, she'd be ecstatic. Gain one, and she'd almost be in tears. She broke many, many plates every day at the diner, and she'd always have a smile on her face. Always having fun. Everyone looked at her and knew she was a cute, adorable, loving airhead. But they
Are
would
you
be
insulting
smiling
her or
right along
complimenting
with
her? I have no
I wouldn't
idea.
be surprised if the angels smiled with her too.
That is Anna at a bar. That is a creepy smile. Also, I love how we're getting like shake cam for no reason.
Isaac and Isaiah said that Anna was a fairy of the forest. A goddess.
Alright. Why does that have anything to do with... Bye. Why is she leaving? She's a fairy of the forest. I'm sorry, I have to go now. I've remembered the oven. Extra for profile. I didn't profile! I had no prompt to profile. I didn't do anything. Hey, Quint.
Quint, you're here too. I didn't think you were the town meeting kind of guy.
A friend of mine was killed, you know, man? I'm not letting this one go quietly. I'll do anything to help you catch the scumbag who did this.
Thank you.
He reminds me of an actor that I don't remember the name of. He was in Zoolander.
From desiring simple revenge.
He wasn't Zoolander, he was the other model.
But I'm
Anyone got the name for me?
Thinking that there's nothing
terrible
I can do
actors.
about it.
We each have a role.
He looks like that.
Purpose in life. Raison d'etre. Don't forget that.
I know. Just don't preach to me. You're sounding like my old man.
Zach, wow. I'm in shock like a weasel in an electric chair.
What type of metaphor is
I
that?
must be getting old.
What a strange metaphor. Hey, Richard.
So, finding your way around okay?
Yes, pretty much.
No.
But some people are
But
hard to get
it's
along.
fine.
People problems, huh? I thought city folks were used to things like that. There's lots more people in the city than there are here.
Well, that's true. But I started simplifying things a bit.
I just ignore
Here's
everyone.
my new way of thinking. It's simple, really. There's only 3 types of people. Criminals, victims, and investigators. Everyone else are
What
just
about everyone
vegetables.
else? Okay, everyone.
Vegetables called other people.
You really are strange.
That's absolutely heartless. So your actual words are, okay, so there's people who committed murder, people who are figuring out who did the murder, and also everyone else who's called a vegetable. That's terrible.
Good evening.
This dude looks like a private eye. Oh. Oh. Oh.
Good evening, Mr.
Brian, the gravekeeper. Brian.
Mr. Bryan. I like the retro look. Auditioning for Little Grave on the Prairie?
Whoa, that's
Anna.
mean.
Oh, she was so beautiful.
But now.
Too soon. Too soon to go to the grave. So sad. So sad.
I totally agree.
You are very weird.
That's why I'm here.
You
looking for
also
the one
look
who
like
did
you're
it.
either covered in mud or
Were you close to her?
dirt. Also, look, is this dude a vampire?
Anna.
Like, look
Her smile.
how
So warm.
dark he is. Or a zombie. He could be possibly one of those zombies.
So bright.
Goodbye, weird man.
There's a graveyard somewhere in town, Zach.
There's a graveyard
I'm
in
not
most
excited about
towns,
the
let's be
idea, but
serious.
Maybe we should at least check it out.
Why wouldn't you be excited at the prospect? I mean, you wouldn't be excited at the prospect, but you make it sound like things are terrible.
Agent Morgan, I'd like to let everyone go home now. Let's go outside.
Well, I've talked to everyone, so I'm okay with that. As everyone leaves. Back in the hall. What? Yeah, I don't understand why Paul is so happy all the time. Wesley's just there going, I'll just leave this gun case, it'll be fine. Look at the Rose walking with the sassiness. Greenvale inhabitants. Well, alright then. I get paid for doing now, and I get a lot of money actually for no reason at all. So I guess we end the part here. I hope you enjoyed meeting the inhabitants of the town and learning how weird most of them are. We've got a zombie, we've got Paul from Tekken, we've got a Rumble Rose. Hot damn. We got creepy nurse lady, as we already knew. Osha. We got weirdly average Nick. We just got people. But people come in all shapes and sizes. So I'll see you in the next part where I'm either continuing the story or side questing like crazy. So I'll see you then.